Yeah, I've been running my mouth. I did not know that I was not on live. Yeah, I was talking to myself in the doggone until it said, I said, hold on, I'm not even on live. I don't see no, okay. Yeah, I was running my mouth, thought I was on live, and I wasn't. Woo! Y'all. I'm gonna talk about some history. Half y'all dumb and okay, okay, okay. Oh, y'all can hear me because my internet connection was acting a fool. Okay, y'all, some of y'all dumb and stupid. It's time to learn about this damn history because it won't repeat itself again. So the title is David, and I was right. Y'all, I thought I was live. I run my mouth, I was not live. I was live. God dog it. It's so crazy. All right, so half y'all don't know your history, and I'm tired of seeing this same story. People getting killed behind it. The Bible do say people suffer with lack of knowledge, and half y'all also have dumb and stupid, willfully dumb and stupid. To be like I said, what the hell I said, half y'all. That's why you got these people either dead killed because y'all don't know your doggone secret, I mean, your history. Okay, GG Allin. I'm gonna start with GG Allin. GG Allin was the man back in the day. Okay, and I was running my mouth. I was on live back in 1993. I thought that when I heard about this rebellion rock singer, and I know he died, after they recorded the show on Jane Whitley, and I was rebellious. I thought, okay, 13. I'm like, dang, because I'm tired of being told what to do. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy, okay? Until this man came on the show looking dusty, okay? And this dusty white man, Dusty's come out colors. Because I said Dusty because he used it for anti-black because it's not the Dustin channel. He was dusty. He hardly had no clothes on. He came in there and said that he raped kids, men and women, and sleep with animals. When the audience heard that shit, I like, what? You know what I'm saying? I like, wait a minute, I ain't, whoa, what the hell you just said? He admitted on Jane Whitley show, go on YouTube, that this man said, I said, I never heard of GGM until I heard the interview. I said, oh, somebody rebellious? I'm gonna go to his show. I'm 13 years old. I'm trying to get out my but I'm like, wait, hold up. I ain't subscribed to this. He said that you getting for urine peed on. He talking about urinating on people, throwing feces. I'm not lying. Until this whole R. Kelly and getting gang stalked and having a stalker, I had to research over the years since I was going through the situation in the Bahamas 2 times. And I found out these witches, warlocks, satanic people, or cultists use body fluids to do spells. And so people don't understand the psychology behind it. I'm not defending what he's doing. I'm just letting you know why he would put urine and feces on people in his show. He doing spell work. So when he throwing feces and urine on people, he is doing spell work. That's why Dave Chappelle went to Africa, in my opinion. I don't think he went to Africa. He really want to put a dress on. He made fun of R. Kelly's warehouse Santana deal, and that's why the goons in the industry, not the goons in just the hood, but in the industry who allowed this to go on, who profited from that, they went at a Dave Chappelle ass and he went to Africa like where Big Mike at, okay? So, y'all know who Big Mike is, okay? So, people don't know the psychology behind it. When you see semen, period, Yes, so they be doing blood fest and all that. That's a spirit cooking. That the spirit is a witchcraft spell. So when he was urinating on the people, his crowd, and defecating and making himself get naked in his shows, and I always I believe this too. That they said he died of drug overdose. And I thought he did commit suicide or he suicide. He deleted himself based on him doing his own with trying to commit suicide. But Jill Jaguar White saying they send drugs to your house, like Whitney Houston, okay, to get you high so they can kill you. And okay, right there, I do believe when he admitted on Jay Whitley show when he was out there messing with kids and he raped women and men. Oh, he said it all. I'm like, no, I can't rock with you. No, I thought you were talking about some normal rebellion, not that type of rebellion, okay? No, Lordy. So first thing I'm like, God don't have me all cheetah rebellious rock singer. Okay, I want no. He said he messed with kids. And no, man, he admitted this is before R. got exposed 1993 when Gangsta Lean rap music, gangsta rap was going, okay? So GG Allin was signed to Sony, by the way. Yep, Tom told him. So GG Allin died, and I think that, in my opinion, they probably killed him. And it's my opinion. I'm not trying to make this because it's a pattern. Because he's opened his bitch ass January. He was on a Raw show and Jerry Springer. He has girls who are underage, underage, just like what happened to Celeste, okay? It's not gonna say Celeste, that's how you say it in Spanish. It's not Celeste. It's not Celeste. Okay, David, it's Celeste. Okay, dollar. So that's why we see a pattern in the music satanic industry of this mess, of them messing with kids, like what happened to Justin Bieber. That's why the man was saying one love only a nigger. He wasn't intentionally saying the word nigger, okay? Y'all, oh, he racist. No, I believe Usher and Diddy said, because the tape came out when he turned, what, 20? Yeah, he turned 20 years old. Because he turned legal in 2002. 2012, right? He went into 94, same age as Ali Carter, right? So he, so the tape came out. He rebellion and acting a fool because he reacted to with his trauma. Usher and Diddy, in my opinion, made this man say, "You gonna tell that we did this to you? You're gonna say the word nigger and make me white supremacy." He said, "One, because what brother gonna let a little white boy be on his label calling people niggers? You gotta be some stupid coon to do that shit." But I believe they forced him to say it because this is single. When I watch the tape, this Ray, I say, he just got signed to Usher and Diddy. What the hell is before we know about what was going on? They were not to drop him. You talk about the Jews, okay, right? You talk about the Jews. Come on now. Come on, what happened to Kanye? Okay, so no, no. They forced that man to say that. He was avoiding him. And I right, I do believe they forced Justin Bieber to say the word nigger with the ER because if he go around saying we violated him, they don't no, no, no. I say no, there's no way in the hell this little boy will say all that shit. I felt in my spirit. Justin Bieber don't seem to be racist, I don't know in person, but you know if you discern your spirit, you know, so I do believe that he did not use that word because if he was saying the word, he would not go to Diddy house and right and thank you. His parents, the parents and stepmom, stepdad and mama let them have conservatorship over him. Usher and Diddy. So if they were racist, like that, okay, I know they're from Canada, not from the South, but they might well southern accent. Come on, because the racism. I'm not saying my little boy to some nigger. I don't care how much money they have. So what I'm saying. I don't see that as them being racist. I think that they forced Justin Bieber to say the N word so he can be, in case he exposed them what he did to them, what they did to him. They okay. I do believe that. Now with that case, with GG Ellen, go by GG Ellen. This is how many times we keep seeing this shit, and y'all not warning your kids. He was on Discord and a fur night, what's called friend night, to he met this 11-year-old girl. So question about that because they say it's a Gus, and people saying it's a Gus that got killed, and the Gus that people were talking about, he got killed in 2020. She was 10, like turning 10, right? So she gave her period to this man, pedophile as well. But still, it's probably somebody else. But it seemed to me she was trafficked because where she's from, like with Ali Carter, the sister that they exposed Diddy long time ago, said Barack Obama did some to her and Denzel Washington. She was at CPS in the same county as this girl. Okay, and I'm telling y'all, I do believe that girl was trafficking, and the family went along with it until they didn't hear from Celeste. That's when they went to the missing persons report and try to act like they're innocent. I'm sorry, because if you're and I know I'm seeing people saying on social media, well, in the Hispanic community, a lot of us think it's okay for girls go with the other. Yeah, I see it because in Latin countries, the age of consent is different than here in the United States. You heard what I said. The age of consent is different than here in the United States. It's about research, am I mistaken? So that's why in their country they will let someone that's young go with a grown man. Okay, it happened in my family. My third grandmother, who black Spanish Creole grandma Anna Ria, but her dad name was changed to Riles. She was 13 years old. This one died in 1974 and 90 years old. And my white passing third grandfather, who had a white, and his dad passed white. It's on my mama's side. He was in his 20s and she was 13 years old, right? Because 1898. Yeah, she was a teenager. In October, I kid you not, my third grandmother, who black Spanish Creole, she was in her teens, and my third grandfather, like a white man, Sam Collins, was in his 20s. In October of 1898, I kid you not, and I look at that 98 because 898, 1999, 1998. It's like 100 years later. Yep, 100 years later. So that happened and she born 1884. She died in 1974, 5 years before I was born. Yep, that's my great grandfather's grandmother on his dad's side. So yep, I kid. It's on my mama's side. I could have met grandma and imagine me your third grandma, because they had kids young, but she was young. She was my third grandmother Anna is Riles on her, but when her dad and her uncle, okay, I just found out. I told y'all my black Spanish Creole for grandfather is having Spanish Heritage Month. His half brother, according Luke, I'm going to say it, Luke Real. Yep, Luke Real. My grandfather was Armstead Real, but it was changed to Riles and Luke Real Riles. They have him as white and mulatto, which is funny. They put had a sense to do. They want to drop room myth. They did my fourth grandfather, who black is black, but his brother went from white to mulatto. I don't know how the hell they do their sisters back in them damn days. It's so stupid. Okay, well, anyway, that's my okay. So they name got changed to Rouse to Anglicized, they think, because black people do, you know what I'm saying? So my third grandmother had last name Rouse. You know, her uncle had Real in the beginning, but it was changed to Rouse later on, right? So she was in her teens in 1898. Yes, she was. She was like 13 years old because she born in 1884, and she married my third grandfather, like a white man who had a white mama. Yep, my third grandfather had a white mama in 1876 after slavery. What 11 years after slavery? Yeah, and my fifth grandfather, my fourth grandfather, his father passed as white, married a white woman. So Sam Collins is his name. It's Sam Collins. He married Anna Rouse. It was supposed to be Real, but it was Rouse. And she was in her teens and he was in his 20s. Yep, I kid you not. That's my great grandfather, paternal grandparents. Yep. My third grandparents, yep, and that was 1898 in October. That's when they got married. I kid you not. She was a teenager. He and my and yep, my third grandfather was a young man because the laws were different. They did have the teenage girls marry older men, but we in this time we don't do that no more. Okay, so we don't do that mess no more. We don't do that mess no more. We don't do it. No, we don't do it. And like, what I'm saying? So yeah, but my grandma Anna, yeah, that's how she ended up dead, and she died at 90 years old. My third grandmother Anna Ross. That's Grandpa Red, my great grandfather, my grandma, my mom's side, my grandma I'm talking about, that's my mother's mother. Okay, not my the grandma gave me hell, my mother. Okay, yeah. So my grandma mother, my mother's mother, that's her dad's paternal grandparents, his paternal grandparents. Okay, so yeah, so Grandpa Gilly, that's his daddy, and Grandpa Gilly is Gilly cause he died a couple like 2 years after I was born. And my second grandfather, and it's just like Grandma Anna died in Fort Worth, Texas, in Turner County. Yep, my third grandmother, who's blacksmith, she died in '74. Then her son died 18 in 1980. That's my second grandfather, or 81. Age I go back to ancestor. Grandpa Getty, he did have straight hair. He was light skinned. You know what I'm saying? He was. So he had this straight hair and all that. But his mother was underage. Yes, she was. Well, back in 1898, that was legal to marry a teenager. You know what I'm saying? But in this day and age, it's not. Okay, and they even should follow law. Okay, we're not in 1898. Okay. And I don't see why we want to go with some underage girl. We got all these grown, fine ass women. Okay, I said women. I said girls. I said women. Sometimes we say girls and guys. So we're talking about gender in our adult days, but we went, interchangeably. But underage girls do. And once you got your fame, your version before or after you should not mess with an underage girl. I'm just saying, but you had fame to get all them fine, grown ass women. There's some grown ass women fine down there in California. What the hell you over here, man? But you doing this in 10 rituals of years. So they explain some to the crowd again about saying why these people mess with underage people. Because in their little cults, they see them as pure. And then they want to offend God. So because in the Bible, Jesus said, whoever hurt his little ones hurt me. That's why they go after kids. Okay? This go look it up. They're trying to remember it's satanic. They don't love God. They hate God. So they're trying to do anything to anger God by messing with children. That's why they do this mess. Okay, so we already covered because I'm still tired waking up. What's that man named GG Allin? Let's get to the subject with the record label. See, this man don't know that his record label is owned by Jimmy Iovine. There's a song by I'm about to use the word bitch by an ugly bitch named Patti Smith. She's a white woman. Even heard the song and started screaming from my singing voice because I just woke up. Because tonight belongs to us. Because tonight. But no, okay, you heard that old school classic that Bruce Springsteen wrote for her, produced. He friend with Jimmy Iovine. Okay, Jimmy Iovine back in 1978, born, came out with that song called and she was under Clyde Davis, Rock and Roll Nigger. Y'all heard what the hell I said. Rock and Roll Nigger. You under a record label with a white man, they say he Jewish and Italian. I thought he just Italian. Produced this white woman song called Rock and Roll Nigger. And she was under Clyde Davis, by the way. Okay, now you see why Clyde Davis with Bad Boy, and you see why The record label, Isco record was with Death Row Records, anti-black gangster rap shit. Now sometimes I'm guilty, sometimes listen to. Tupac and Diddy, Tupac and Biggie's big death was a satanic sacrifice. When just they want to conjure, excuse me, word conjure to a beat the cause when you conjure. So David came to a record label not knowing that the owner of the record label, who's Dr. J's friend, everybody, I heard they are boyfriend. I heard it. I'm not saying they are, but I do kind of believe that. Talking about him and Jimmy Iovine. And Jimmy Iovine produced a song a year before I born called Rock and Roll Nigger. You hear what I said? Rock and Roll Nigger. That's the name of the song by Patti Smith. And she was under Clyde Davis before he became his own record label, Jimmy Iovine. See, David don't know that his ass set up. Of course, your ass gonna get in trouble behind this damn case. You over here messing with what in the heck? But see, no one's not teaching these young people this shit. That would piss me off. I ain't got kids 50 years old. It's like that. I would teach my child, by a child, hey, this, this happened, then that. It's good to teach your kids history. So they would then repeat it, right? So you not telling your child that these people produce a song called Rock and Roll Nigger. Cause as soon as I heard, I'm not going after that song. I mean, I ain't going after that label. But that's what he under. He under the Death Row. Death Row Records was found by Harry. Oh, Harry Holmes from Houston, by the way. He was a high yellow white. He dark skinned, and she a high yellow bright. And I had to put that out there. Anyway, and something happened with that general guy, the Jewish guy that was with Suge Knight, and they put Harry O in prison. That's why Trump got him out of prison. That's why he voted for Trump last year. Harry O. And so when Harry O was locked up for drug charges and other cases, Suge Knight took over the label, right? And he was the face of it. He was the danger. And they said that in Death Row Records, it was people arguing. I heard guns being drawn and everybody arguing. I'm like, it was like Santana at Death Row Records. Listen to Turner. Death Row Records. Ain't nothing good come out of there, okay? So Jimmy Iovine has a, I think, partnership with that record and promote it. See, the man talking about David at the Hollywood Hills. There is a legacy, a conspiracy, which I do agree it is true, that the record execs and the prior press complex had a meeting in the Hollywood Hills and they had guns drawn on anybody to go snitch. A white man from Europe was against this and his good morals, and he was afraid to come out because he'd be blacklisted, blackballed. And he also something happened to him because he don't want nobody to know. But we all know because not Busy Bone and Lazy Bone came out maybe because it was with us. Was named Easy E. So that man don't understand him promoting death in songs and talking about chopping people up and putting it in metaphor of a song got his ass in trouble. Talking about David. And it's all when these people putting imagery of blood shirt, y'all wearing that shirt, y'all realize this man is trying to do a sacrifice on you. And these people are into the demonic realm. So he signed with Dark Room Records, right? Like I forgot the man's name, the white man that owns. He's from New York. Then he living with the manager named Josh Mitchell. The question I got with that, with y'all, there's cameras back that be pointing out because it should show y'all a double bag, something would happen to the little girl, okay? There's a lot of privacy at that little the Bird Street neighborhood. And so y'all got all that going on, all that 2,000, all that damn money. Y'all want to chop, but y'all do this and Shit, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, yeah. Put the devil in your spirit. You like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what happened to him. Go get the book Program to Kill by David McGowan. I'm tired of repeating myself about that because you know why I said it, because in that book it tell you that Jeffrey Dahmer summoned demons. That's why he did what he did back in 1979. He did do demonology on himself. Thank you. That's why the demon came in his spirit. He did what he wanted to do. What the demon told him to do. One thing I saw, David, in the pictures with a chain around your damn neck. I'm for the goth the goth look in a way. I did paint my nails black too when I was in El Paso, but we was doing Halloween and they told me we cannot me and this Hispanic guy we cannot have black polish. I saw it as a freedom, expression of freedom for us men. I did because I feel that men should be. I'm not gonna wear no heels and dreads, but black paint. And I saw some black nail polish. Actually, I wore black nail polish. I got the vampire for Halloween back in 2014. I went to Halloween party and paint my face. I look gothic and a vampire. And I paint my nails black. Okay. Yeah, I had done it before. I paint my nails black before. Okay. For that expression. I don't like to be the old conservative all the time. Okay. I just let you know kind of from because I can kind of relate what David kind of went through and with Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston. We come to these strict religious families with it over. That's why I became Catholic at 13. You know, I'm going to say honest with you. The former Satanic wizard Zachary King, he became 13, became Satanist. Okay, so he's a Catholic Christian now. God, thank God. Okay, I'm a Catholic. I'm not the perfect. I'm not being cursing. I'm the perfect. However, if I did not did I not know about the Catholic Church, and I have family members who are Catholic. You know, yes, I do. Actually, my pediatrician, I'm going ahead and reveal some about me. Okay. Um, Levi Perry, the one that got shot in 1998, 1994, in McGregor Park, that's my cousin. His parents are Catholic. My Eulafay is my cousin on my paternal grandmother, the one that gave me hell. On her, on big mama's side, my grandma's side. My great grandmother, she give me, I love my great grandmother. She went with 98, but her 88. But her daughter, my grandmother, it was Lord. Remember, Big Mama and Big Daddy, her parents were Mason and Eastern Star. They say a lot, okay? So I have cousins who are Catholic, okay? And long distance. But that's my the one that got killed in McGregor Park. That's my cousin. I don't think I got a chance to meet Levi Jr. But I met his dad because his dad that's my cousin-in-law. They ran a clinic in Fieldwood on Liberty Road. Okay, so I went to all my business, but there's some stock around talking about I'm not Catholic. I'm like, you don't know my damn family. How the hell you make all this up? So if like Zach King, he became a Satanist at 13, I kid you not, if I went to a party, I go ahead and admit it. At 13 years old, come trying to rebel, and he and I know he was satanic covered, I probably wouldn't become one myself. But thank God I became Catholic, and he became Catholic later on. Time was Zachary King, and he had that revelation in Beaumont. You go to Zachary King's testimony. I like his testimony. I'm glad that a former satanic wizard educated listen to is Jack All Right and Zachary King. Okay, and Zachary King on Kindle. So yeah, abortion, a satanic sacrifice. So speaking of that, they said that someone said on YouTube, I think it was the someone showed me this video of the fugitive TV um, in the area that ended up dead. That was found. Okay, so that's not a shock. That's not a shock. There, I think that's related to this girl here. Let's say, let me explain something to the audience. Carter Zachary King, when he became a Santan wizard at 13 years old. No, he became a Satanist at 13 years old in Santan, in Florida. When he was taught how to be a satanic wizard. He long name with abortions. I'm not gonna go he so so this is why they go after kids. So in the satanic code, according to him, he was in child porn until he started having facial hair. Okay, and the Satanists promote child porn. According to him, I do agree with that because who did that if he had a disgusting? Well, he these teenage boys sexual relationship with, and when she get her cycle, that he was taught to do an abortion, and it would Christians and police officers would arrest baby to do. Hear about where Celeste was at the hills and a missing baby was in. They found they was a satanic sacrifice. That should not be shot to a village TV, not village, Fusion TV. When you talk about that on your video, I have when they want to be in the comment section. But I'm telling you right now, if y'all see that satanic sacrifice, that's why men don't want abortion to be legal. If you go and you're doing rosaries and praying against abortion, and you see them you there, then you got it. It's for abortion. You see a bunch of but to the law, since Roe versus Wade, it's not. So they see it as a fetus as a human being. They know it is, and they use it as a sacrifice. Okay, that's why they go and protest against those who against abortion. Because as Eric King said, they take them fetuses and do abortion. They do sacrifice. That's why I'm telling you one thing. Besides what happened with the orchestration, when Beyonce came here to Houston, I was in navigation since time I was homeless, and she came here to Houston for Kamala Harris, and she said, as a mother, well, protect our bodies, and she said abortion. I knew what she was talking about. That's why I look at her suspicion in JC with her them hanging around with Marina Greenwich, wherever they dog on witch down in Europe name. Yeah, with the dog, the white woman, long dark black hair. Okay, yeah, yeah, the high priestess, whatever. You hang with them dark people, evil people. I missed her. I say okay when she was a child. Okay, when she was innocent back in those days. Okay, so you TV, if you watch this video, anybody watch the video, that's if they had a body, infant dead in the area of where Celeste was found for a satanic ritual. Okay, they go. This is why I big in that area. When why they going after let me? Jesus said, if you hurt these, they go after children. That's the whole purpose. The fear the Lord, because Jesus said, if you fear me, you fear me. If you heard our Lord Savior Jesus Christ, they hate Jesus. That's why they go after kids and they go after children to when they have sexual relations. To if it's a heterosexual, of course, if it's homosexual, it's the sacrifice two, but two men and two people of the same gender, and then two people cannot make no kids. Okay, is who it is. In David's is a woman named Vicky. Y'all go to that video with Oprah Winfrey back when perm had all when she 1980s, a white woman with a wig on Chicago. Okay, and they were doing, and they were readers, and they would say they were Jewish, but they were not Jewish. They were saying one white one named Becky said that her family, but she had multiple, and she was viewed as a breeder. That's why they violated her. So at her period, if she had a baby, she can be have a baby for. That's why Celeste, in my opinion, was targeted. Okay, because but if you in that satanic culture, that's why. Okay, that's one thing that y'all don't understand. Did I see that? You in town to a song people grow up on it without no regulators good. Because these satanic contracts, I tell you, that's why I'm against Tyler. To my mixed race people out there, that's why I'm mixed too. I'm against Tyler being promoted because I know what Jaguar Wright said, what type of agenda she's promoting to the kids. And the same thing, 17 years old, the white manager talked to her on TikTok or Instagram because her parents were very strict about her being on social media singing all the pop songs and R&B songs. See, and do you see the grooming process? So Celeste, like I say, that area of Bird Street that we call it the Hollywood Hills, it needs to be investigated because it's not the only case. Remember, these people, Zachary King, the former Satanic wizard, Brunsburg, okay. Anyway, but point I'm trying to say is that and that's the whole reason why um, and, is Bronze is the guy that was not Meezy's friend from the Bronx. Uh, I forgot. Here we talking about something different, okay? So guys, gotta be here, okay? I'm going to be here. Okay, so the grooming process, the reason why they do this, they go after people because it's a process to make children. They say that let's say, okay, well, I'm the card research and listen to Zachary King, the former Santana Wizard, because y'all please, he's Wizard no more. He's a former. He is a character, and some I don't like. The network keep bumping me out. Okay, so Santana Wizard, I tell you, because he got a lot of teeth. If you very God got a lot of teeth, he was a bit of see why them backs. And then also too, he was African and Puerto Rican. Shout out to him. It's Happy Spanish Heritage Month. Okay. So, but as I was saying about this situation here, the David, this 20 some year born 2005. God dog, I keep saying 19 because I'm old. This 2005 birth, okay, because they show getting the young people of the music and this and that. That's the problem, okay? And these y'all parents should be teaching them that and showing evidence of your claim so they can believe that, okay? Because David did not, and I'm not defending David. How you doing, Gabriel? Come on, fast. David did not know, in my opinion, what he was going through. He wanted for fame, but they must do these sacrifices. Because one thing, Zachary King said this. Please go to Zachary. Please go to that man. Okay, Zachary King. That's Barack Obama and president. He 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 tell you that he did spells to put people from 1998. Oh, he was a Satanic wizard. Okay, so he deal. You ever say warehouse deals? So let me explain what warehouse. You get to the car to the hotel, either witness a or you have to eat feces. Is there? No, that stuff is real. And what is a Catholic church said in in the hotel that people I'm doing okay. What part of Arizona? I have an issue with somebody from Arizona. I want to mention who that person is. I want to mention who that person is from Arizona. I have two issues with the judge Gonzalez down there with her bitch ass who tried to get me in trouble with my stock. But I want to talk about every time I hear about Arizona, I get upset. And actually, Buckeye, okay. Actually, I have a step cousin. I got two step cousins over there. That's how he uh born eight. That's my aunt. My mom aunt is my nurse. His mother. Okay, she her. So there was not a baby that situation. She was about to get each other out of the business. My cousin's father, and they broke up. And that's how he came to the world. And then my uncle was married. Oh, the other brother. I do apologize. The my uncle was married to a woman from Buckeye, Arizona. Okay, so it's weird. We got Arizona people here. Yep, but I have step cousins in Arizona because my aunt is married. My not my that's my dad's sister, my uncle's sister. My my aunt from marriage. So she had two children prior to she married. So anyway, so let's get to the subject. So, but yeah, so the warehouse deal. Okay, so the warehouse deal. That's what they get into the thing with these people. That's what happens to and other people are going to say that that's why it's big in trafficking in the industry because they use this same thing with Gloria Trevi. Okay, Gloria Trevi, um she is Gloria Trevi, and you know about Gloria Trevi, the Mexican Madonna singer. Her and Cesar Dorade, they did the same thing to the girls in from Latin America be in with Trevi, okay? So this sex trafficking and witchcraft and brujeria, satanism is very big. And like I said, I look at the parents with suspicion because people are saying that the parents were being paid by David and his crew, and she was Celeste was in Mexico, something like that. I think that's what Future TV said. And no, it was the Arab man. It's the Arab man who talk about sex trafficking a lot, Diddy and all that. I forgot. And on Facebook, they showed where the white dealers came to this Mexican airport with Celeste and David, and the mother knew about it. So I'm looking at I can't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for Celeste because she's a child. But with your parents, her parents, nah, her parents need to be investigated immediately. Because I'm tired of hearing cases of kids being trafficked by their parents. And then when something happens to the kid, they want to run to the they don't mind getting their paycheck. Because that's what happened to Ezra Clary in the R. Kelly case. Because I lost my and y'all know because y'all mountain time, y'all time in in Arizona. Anyway, but yeah, so it's 4:24 over here. Point is that's why that the mother and dad seem to me didn't have a problem getting their paycheck. They also said this less they run away so many didn't, but you lying and it's back up, I can't defend you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have a problem with this parents because we see the same thing with the R. Kelly case. Okay? Because the R. Kelly case, they said that R. Kelly case, oh my daughter got and many of us who heard about the R. Kelly with Leah, we like, yeah, R. Kelly guilty. Remember R. Kelly came to my channel and told him to keep his name out of my mouth. And then a goon came knocking my door on Leah's 4th birthday to end up homeless. Okay, put semen on my porch. I know about them using body fluids. Okay, so well, on my eyes, of course, I'm not on R. Kelly's side, but the parents that was pimping their kids, they asked me locked up. Period. So the same thing with David situation. I'm not taking David's side because that's wrong. But remember, I tell y'all, he in that satanic rhythm where they telling him he must go with underage because if the underage girl is on her cycle, then they see kids as pure. Then they also want to offend God because Jesus said, if you hurt these, don't hurt me. That's why they're for the abortion, they're for the abuse, the adrenochrome, which I'm sorry, I look at Madonna with suspicion. When her adopted African kids were pumping blood, that must be adrenochrome, okay, to keep her young, okay? And I'm sorry, they putting adrenochrome in the products and blood, kids' blood. And one thing that Zachary King said, he had a meeting with the Billboards and Bill Gates, and he said, "No, I'm not drinking that." And I'm gonna say 10 wizard. Zachary King said that in his testimony, his testimonies. And Bill Gates he almost got an argument at the little meeting of the World Trade Center, whatever it's called, World something meeting with the Billboards and him. Yeah. So we got population control. This, yeah. eugenics, the satanic people involved in the medical industry, all that. The police department too, by the Masons. And I'm sorry I talk bad about those Masons, but I do look at y'all because my grandmother on my dad's side, the one that gave me health, her dad was a Mason. And my great grandmother, Big Mama, was the Eastern Star. Great grandmother, but her daughter was something else. And the stuff that my great grandfather, who had straight hair, dark, was natural straight hair and thin lips, had indigenous and black. He had Choctaw English and black in him. Anyway, he was a Mason, and I'm glad I learned this from. Thank you. I'm glad I learned this from Zachary King, because he said if you have a great grandfather that's a third degree Mason, you curse your family because the lower degree Masons don't know that they serve Lucifer. Okay? And it is my business, notice, because I have Masonic Lodge in my family. Okay? Talking about ancestry wise. Okay? So, my great grandfather, he died 68, so I want to say when I ain't meet him. He was extra strict, very rigid. So, my grandmother on my dad's side tried to emulate his behavior, and that's why me and her didn't get along once I was up that she was wrong in her behavior. That's why, me and her bumped heads. So, and my grandfather, her husband, stopped that. So I always wondered, do God hate me? Because I never got successful. Like I never been on drugs. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not. Why? But what Zachary King said, that if your great grandfather is a third degree Mason, you curse your family and your grandchildren will suffer. And when I heard that, I said, no wonder I'm in Texas. Don't have this. I don't have that. I've been through a whole lot of hell. Because I was mad at God. I'll be honest with you. 10 years ago, I go ahead and admit it. I thought about becoming, when I heard all these Illuminati claims, and I would deny the Illuminati exist. The brother on the, he said, if it's real, I want to join it. I'll make that comment too. And one time, and I had my apartment, I was working, but I was going through problems that I don't want to go through. Also dealing with family, even though I was the business, they still called me on my phone. I didn't want to deal with my grandma. That's who did me dirty. And I got mad at God and I said, well, hey, you continue to do this, I might become a Satanist. Now, I'm not a Satanist, but I said that back in like 2015, 14, whatever, because I was mad what I was going through and still had control issues with my family trying to control me. Okay, my mom was trying to control me and all that, and I didn't want me all that. So that's the reason why but I thank God did not become Saint, because I did not know any little cults they do all these stuff. I'm not sacrificing nobody. I'm not sleeping nobody. No, hell no, I'm not messing with kids. What the hell? I'm not eating no feasts with that. No, that's disgusting. So thank God I'm not like that. But that's one thing that people realize. The reason why Celeste was so drawn to, she came from a broken house. You can tell. If she ran away from her family so many dozen times, and trust me, I want to do. But I was scared to take that route. Okay, when I was a kid, and they target the Satanic Coven, do target the runaways. Why do you think there's so many missing bodies of missing children who've been runaways on the street who homeless? You got missing bodies of those too. Here in Houston, Mayor Will is addressed. I'm sorry, Mayor Will, Mayor Turner dead. They've been missing bodies. Why you think that I would get people out their job who keep me out of business? When I was getting up on the street, I'm the same person that came into there, right? But you had like what happened to racist fan woman Deborah. Why do you think that I was ready to get her out her job? She violated my rights, but why do you think I got the Erica, the fake sister gal at FedEx on West? I went to, it's funny because I started going to FedEx and it was a bunch of homeless people at 24 hours at night and no one kicked nobody out. But as soon as I get there and I'm trying to make money, and I did make some money back in August of 2019, in September, and I'm trying to make it, but wasn't nothing to get a hotel. So I was trying, I made like a couple hundreds on social media. That's why I'll be on social media trying to make money. And I guess I started being more independent and trying to get, cause I did buy stuff in the store. They had free Wi-Fi as FedEx. Next thing, I felt that spirit. They might not want you over here anymore. And Erica, her bitch ass was trying to get me arrested, and I wasn't there. But you had people that still, I don't still there, and I actually snitched on people because I didn't want to refer us home people who ain't trying to steal. You know what I'm saying? Because put paint one picture, right? So I snitched on people who was doing that. Help people, help the store managers. That's what help the people at the store kick people out. Because I felt, hey, y'all let me stay here when y'all don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Why is not help out? I was clean behind myself. That's why the other location with the white lady, Greenbrier, before the both fake ass brother came and took a position on Britain. The white lady let me stay there. One like my oldest white cousin. She showed this shit until they took us to the store. And I hate that she did that too. But anyway, because she said I was clean behind myself. I ain't borrowing nobody, which I thought. She told me you have to leave. And went to you can stay there. You clean behind. Yeah, I cleaned the area I was in. So, but really, I brought that up. While I was so vigilant trying to get someone fired from their job if they kick me out of this place, because I felt that I was not safe being on the street. Okay, because I before I hit the streets, a white man from Detroit who looked older than me when he went from Detroit, Michigan. White man told me on 125 bus, we're talking about organ harvesting, about and I'm in this case, and he said straight up, that's what happened to homeless people here in Houston. That's organ harvesting. So that's why I was so vigilant. Oh, kick me out the business, and I'm not doing nothing wrong because you don't want me there. Okay, I'm gonna get you fired because this is survival. Okay, I'm gonna find anything you're doing wrong. Yeah, because I'm the same person. I did have, and I'm the same person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to stop. So you're gonna kick me out of the business because you won't be there because my situation. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of the job. Okay, because I didn't feel safe being on the street because I knew I'm vulnerable to being kidnapped. And now we knowing it was a Catholic priest that came on one of the podcasts on here YouTube, and he said he don't celebrate Halloween because on Halloween, the Satanic Coven goes to people sent go to homeless people, provide them showers and clothes, wash their clothes, and the homeless people. Oh, that next thing they tied up, Halloween, they sacrifice them. And speaking of that, I'm glad we brought that up. Y'all forgive Gabrielle Petito, it was in Gab Petito, okay, the Gab Petito, the white girl that was missing back in 2021. Remember her boyfriend was into Zodiac killer and all that stuff? Okay. And he killed her, took her away. Okay. Y'all forget that she had a pumpkin in August. It's not even Halloween. And shout out to Lovey T. Because this is why Shatira Waits here in Houston ended up dead. Mercedes Moore, September, and Zach King said in August, September, people end up missing, end up killed. It is harvest season. Fall is harvest season. Okay? Yeah, I remember in harvest season. So in harvest season, that's when they do the rituals in harvest season. So Lovey T also shout out to her. Me and Lovey T had issues. I love me and Lovey T bump heads before, but I do like one thing that I usually when a person do me dirty, I'm not all like friends with, but I do love me some Lovey T. And she said this when she talked about the whole Travis Scott case. Remember what's her name? Michael Jackson's white passing. Yeah, that's his daughter. I don't care what anybody say. Paris Jackson, her and the girl that played Aaliyah, she mixed up too. She played Aaliyah. She also played Ice Cube's wife in Straight Compton. As in a strip, her and these white girls was in like in Nevada or Arizona, and they had the tickle bitties out. Yeah, they had their breath out, and they were on the moon guard, and they was waiting for the full moon to come in. That's them doing a harvesting. So the reason why y'all found Celeste dead because it's also harvest season. That's why Gary Petito ended up dead back in 2021. That's why Mercedes Moore in Richmond, Texas, she ended up dead. Shatira Waits, And I remember that case with situations. Okay, remember I said the guy that anyone saw me on Twitter before I closed my Twitter account, to protect my Twitter account. I said that Jordan Potts, the man that killed Shatia Waits, he from Oregon. He like bluish live son. I was thinking like bluish live son. He do like bluish live son. Like a blue don't have a kid, but he do like bluish. Bluish live had a son. He do like bluish live. He had a white mama. Okay, I'm not. They both the eyes. They both bright skin. Yeah, I kid you not. If bluish live had a son back in '96, because he was born '96. Jordan Pot and Bluish Lotto be daddy and father. Okay, that daddy and son. Okay, I'm not kidding you not. Anyway, but he killed their sister in an apartment down there in Braeswood. Now, yeah, Braeswood area. Braeswood, Merlin probably a lot of Jews there. Okay, so but when you see all that going on, October, people getting missing, end up dead, is harvest season. And when one thing Lovey T said too, and I love that Lovey T said this, she said that when Michael Jackson's daughter, Perry Jackson, and Alexander Strip, the one that played Ice Cube's wife in the movie Straight Outta Compton, she played Aaliyah in the Lifetime movie. When they were hugging them white girl with them tick old bitties out, I'm gonna say it my way because she said, well, they full breath out time they doing, they praying to the moon god. So, okay, this arc season. And remember on November 5th, that's Kim Kardashian Mammy's birthday. She turned 66. Travis Scott came here to Houston and had a Satanic ritual. Okay, so they was doing an argument. A lot of these pagans do a ritual before it happens, before doing Halloween or after. That's why we had the Travis Scott situation because they were preparing a ritual. That's why I'm gonna say it's more end up dead. That's why Shakira Waste end up dead. Okay, and Gab Petito. Remember the Native American girls and Hispanic girls, African girls, African American girls. That people say that Gab Petito was getting all this attention and these other girls missing. Well, they got missing and ended up dead in August, October, and August, September, October. That's the reason why it's harvest season. Okay, people come out missing, end up dead, especially, and that's what Zachary King said. I'm going with Lovely T and Zachary King. That's one thing I remember is that's why. So when y'all saw Celeste, they found her dead on her birthday. I think she died before her birthday. They found her dead because they kept complaining about the smell in that toll area in Hollywood. Okay, and it should. My question when they told it off on why didn't they go check what's in the car? I thought they supposed when they told your stuff they check everything in your car. I thought they did. Okay, but they should. They need to start doing it now because people are bias. And when Future TV said there was a baby in it, a infant, that's brother. If you watch my channel, because I haven't subscribed to it yet, if you tell Future TV what I just said, if y'all want to be, make sure y'all don't misconstrue my words, y'all want to be messy. He need to know the baby being found. That's 9, 10 Santana ritual. People don't look. We being see that's why it's good to learn this stuff because we in a spiritual warfare and in Ephesians 6 in the Bible, St. Paul told the Ephesians that we're not fighting against flesh and blood. We fight power, principalities. That's why we need to stay prayed up. That's sometimes I want to pray either, but we gotta stay prayed up. And we doing a spiritual warfare. They fight us with spirits to turn to manifest into a physical. You know what I'm saying? And like the movie, like the book, think go rich. Why you think I keep saying I'm gonna be wealthy? Because if my words have power, right? And I know one day I will be wealthy. I will not be poor. So that's why I fight every day that I have power. Because poverty is a mindset, right? And one thing you realize, poverty is not just external; it's internal. So you must change your mindset. Okay, that's why I'm hard headed. Here, you're not gonna get saying caution what you're doing danger, but you can't be fearful all the time. So that's what have this fear. I fight fear area. I don't mean to bash Protestantism. A lot of y'all conservative Protestants, you listen to your pastors who are uneducated about this, but in the Bible it tells you that you're fighting against power principalities. So you hear about witchcraft and voodoo, and you say it gonna bother me, you will bother you. Okay? How many children end up missing? That's not just a in the day 9, 10 is satanic cult got your kid. That's what happened with the Celeste right here. Was let and like I said, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the parents with suspicion. Got to. This is sad. She talking to a grown ass man. Go on Discord talking about her mama. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so let me also put another drop some gem, some Houston stuff. You know about I defend SPM. Okay, I don't think SPM violated that 9-year-old girl. I don't think SPM intentionally had sex with Jill Odom, who was working at the strip club. Remember, the girl was 13 years old working at the strip club. I'm 1 year older than Jill. Okay, because I saw her birthday. Okay, trying to her business. Jordan's mom. Okay, so Saul Park Mexican went to a strip club when he was a drug dealer, and he saw his white girl, thought she was grown, but she wasn't. My question is, what were her parents? Did her parents were trafficking her too? Remember Amber Rose? We why Amber Rose does the slut walking because her mammy let her strip at 15 years old in Philly. Yep, her mammy. So when I heard Powder, the I call it Latin Lil Kim interview last year, and she said she was underage singing them songs, making hot hot and do you want to roll me a one man? Okay, and Pancho V did her dirty and abused her. Pancho V kept calling her. She said her parents did not care. This is no different than Tyler. The why to my mixed race people, I'm not bashing. I identify as mixed too. Tyler, the white manager contacted her at 17 years old, and rumor has she dated a white manager. I know she's 20 some years old now. You gotta see they go at these kids. Okay, so Powder, Angela Perez, a right, okay, because she married a white man now. That's how that seems right now. Angela Perez White, she said on the interview last year that Pancho B was mistreating her, abusing her, and she went to SPM to get her contract, and SPM and her and Pancho B was fighting. But Pancho B was older from lifestyle. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? You know, song, ooh, I you really got that from Bandy. Do you think I'm a so that she was underage singing them songs. I thought she was about my age. Cause I was what 19 when that song came out back in 99, going 20 years old. I just play, do you think I'm a nasty girl? So hold up, and I'm like, wait a minute. When she was saying, when you want in a million, she was a black group called Lifestyle, right? Do you want to smoke me? Do you want to get me in a 1 in a million? So Angela Perez Wright was the age singing them Nancy songs. Nah, okay. So my question is, why not a Poncho be locked up, but SPM is? That's the question I gotta ask. And so the reason why I brought that up, saw that she said she was abused, mistreated, she was broke, contract that she did not. Her parents didn't care. He kept calling her house. That was according to she said in an interview last year. Go look it up. They call her Latin Lil Kim. Okay. And so my thing is, why in the hell this old man was called her house to sing and lifestyle? It's him and Tony G and Pancho V. I used to look, up to Pancho V. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying, guy. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I did. Look at the yeah, Mexican black. This girl talking about you was age and you a beat her? It remind me of this Tina Turner and Ike. And tell my homeboy who's Dominican, you know Armando, Don Armando Robles. I said Tina Turner talking about the celeste. I said I Googled. It said Tina Turner was 16 years old. Ike was. It's like R. Kelly and Leah. So y'all see the pattern behind this. What is going on with this? This is going on back in the day. So R. Kelly met Aaliyah's guy. She was 12 years old. And Brandy was Morris from Boys to Men. And Sonya was not protected of that. Talking about Sonya Norwood. Raising them the mama. But she protected over but he over here delete Whitney Houston. Yeah, I know he did him and reference. I'm saying the name of the thing. Said both of them two niggas deleted Whitney Houston. Okay, it's what it was. I see what the hell I said. See what Kim Kardashian stole Brady's credit card. So my thing is Monica was C Murder. C Murder was older. You know, Miss Monica, Miss Thing. My thing, yeah, she about I'm 1 year older than Monica. Brady a couple months older than me. So this been going on for a long period of time. So so going back to Paula said that Punch called her on like can you come see me? Come in and she went along with it and then she sounded conscious she did not read. She did not read, but she sounded and she said when she calls, she get paid. She was broke. When she left, she had to go work a record. And she did a song with SPN I need a Sweet. And Punch was telling all record labels, radio shows to not play that song. So I started, and I used to follow Punch on Instagram. I started following Punch on relationship. I was the one that fake my speech that MySpace. Right? So I ain't talking about he had got locked up. Got those SPM did, but not Punch up. So you telling me that she was singing all nasty songs? Do you want to get? Oh hell to no! Oh hell no! My question is why he not locked up? Oh hell no! Told her daughter to lie on him and then backtrack him mess with the white girl who was at the Blue Fang Club, right? Strip club when she was not supposed to be. She was underage working strip club. But I love me some powder. That's why I like their music. I mean, I like their Punch of Beats. You know, I kind of look up to now. I want to be exactly like Punch. We know you see kind of but he rap good. But I'm like hell to no, nigga. What the hell you man? I like nah. It hurt my heart. I was gonna see it last year, and I saw it in August of '97. Right? I didn't think this girl was a couple years younger than me. 2 years. She wasn't younger than me. Now she a teenage girl singing ah ah. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry, because I'm away from the Wi-Fi. I do apologize. But she was saying, do you think I'm a nasty girl? Oh hell no, 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 no. Why he locked up? Ain't locked up for that. He got locked up for something else. Southpaw Mexican got locked up for lies and mistakenly thinking that the girl was underage, was of age at the strip club when he was not a rapper. And it was a white woman. Okay, that's another reason why they put him in jail because it was a white woman involved. But Pancho, nah, I do have something to say because I was a big fan of Lifestyle, and I can't listen to that was my jam back in the day. Lifestyle song. You want to get one in a million and make it hot, hot on down the block, make it hot, on down the block, make it hot, hot. Okay, thanks for supporting me, Gabrielle. But yeah, I love that song, make it hot, hot, make it hot down the block, make it hot, hot on down the block. Okay, so my thing, do you make me hot? I've got Ujina, Nashtra, sex. That's Puerto Rico. Hey, little mama. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I used to show everybody and video them performing outside. Yeah, I like that song. Boom, doom, doom. Okay, now I can't listen there because y'all, come on, talking about some sex. And Jay, I'm sorry, I don't want Beyonce and Jay to come after me. Come on now, I'm more younger than Jay, Fox and Brown. Come on. Ooh, nah, nah. Okay? So, it's an industry of them doing this mess. But they, hell no, no. And I love it some power. I love it, oh babe, I love it some power. She was, no, no, she was beautiful. I was hoping up until they had the Latin explosion. And Jim Lopez and Ricky Martin and Mark Anthony, South Park Mexican, Big Pun, and Fat Joe. I was hoping her be the next to be Latin Lil King. You know what I'm saying? To be Latin Lil King. But nah, what happened to her? Nah, bro. I'm talking about, not Powder. I'm talking about Pancho B. I'll support you no more, bro. I support Powder, but not him. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, about lifestyle, because you know what I'm saying? But what she said, what she went through with him, nah, nah, nah. That was hurtful. It was hurtful. It was hurtful because I thought she was grown. I thought she about my age, but she seen these songs about sex and nah, and he not locked up for that. But Carlos Pro locked up. And he can come out of jail this year. Now we ain't want Salvador to come out her ugly bitch, ugly ass, fucking ugly hoe. Talking about Salvador. I'm glad her bitch is, but I want to interview that bitch because I'm gonna ask her about the satanic rituals because I do believe that Selena was killed satanically. I don't think that it was just over some money. I think it's because some dark stuff that goes on in the industry. Okay. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I do believe. Someone told me about this. Remember the Sugar Hill studio in Houston, Southeast Houston was run by a white man, not Jew, he was Cajun, named Huey Mo. And Destiny Child went over there, to Beyonce, and Selena first recorded was at that studio when she was 8 years old back in 1979. So when Yolanda said about some tapes, I'm thinking it's tapes Humo. He did go. He did get locked up in 1996, and then they let out like every. We should not honor David. We should not honor either because he what David is doing is no different than what Huey Mo did here in Houston. Huey Mo had just like I can Edge Girl tape he did. Yes, he did. He ran the studio right there by Third Ward, that's from Planned Parenthood, if you from Houston, Southeast Side. And a friend of mine told me, I said, no, I won't go to the studio. I exposed that situation. Yeah. So, help somebody talk about it. Someone else did it for me as well. So someone else experienced it too. But Huey Mo, and I remember him getting locked up. Let me explain why about all his detail. I was trying to get so something not at white man studios. Okay. Now I have a enemy. Okay. I ain't trying to put nobody on blast. There was a group called Google Gracia. Mondo. Okay. No, not Mondo, my Dominican homeboy. No, not Mondo Royce. This is a Mexican American Mondo. We graduated 98 together. We did not, I sang at school by myself. He sang with his brother's group, Google Gracia. Okay. From Pasadena, Texas. And me and Mondo did not get along. But Mondo, after Huey Mo had got arrested, in his group of Glacia recorded their Tahama music at his studio. So Bon B, okay, so Bon B and DK recorded too. Selena and the mall. They probably knew each other way before they went to the mall, okay, because they connected their studio. Selena's older than Beyonce, okay, but Destiny Child used to go there and record over there, okay, UGK as well, okay, and Grupo Gracia, they went down there. They go by a different name now, but he's called Grupo Gracia. And Mando Gracia and I, we graduated together. We got along in ninth grade, 30 years ago. When we got to 11th grade, we started being enemies. Then plus, when his group started to get more famous in our local area, a lot of Latinos, most Latinos there, mostly Mexicans there, they did not like that group. It was a group of guys that sucked. And I remember his brother. I couldn't stand his brother. He graduated in 2000, right? Okay. We was in Spanish class, and me and his brother did not get along. His older brother graduated in 6. I got along with him. Okay. But the other two brothers, him, I could stand them too. The other one was annoying, talking about his younger one, going to 2000. So anyway, so anyway, uh, Grupo Gracia was getting hated on, and actually, yeah, in 11th grade we did get along. Yeah, 11th grade because I didn't have no problem with Mondo then. But when we got to 12th grade, that's when we started beefing. Okay, and so okay, you know about the Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey dress. Okay, we'll tell you about that. We had some prom. I got me, I had me a cowboy type tux. He had the same thing. I didn't have the hat. So every time I look at the Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston dress mess at the VMA Award, it reminded me and that Mexican dude named Mondo Gracia. I'm gonna try to tell his business, his name. We graduated in 98. We were enemies in 12th grade. We didn't have a problem in ninth grade, in 10th grade, and 11th grade. Actually, they won the Tejano thing at Guadalupe Plaza in Second Ward back in 1997. Yep, that's how they got their contract and go record at the Sugar Hill Studio. And Mondo Gracia and I graduated them. I said, y'all, congratulations. But we started being enemies in 12th grade. And I was getting more fame because I sung in Spanish on the bus speaking Spanish because I identified as multiracial, but I didn't have Spanish blood then. I found later on I had Spanish in 2016 under my ancestry, right? So I was speaking Spanish, and stand ovation, breaking barriers. And then he's Spanish, of course, he's Mexican, he speaks Spanish, he does Tejano music. So we're both doing Tejano music, and I don't know why he was hating on me because I didn't get no contract. I didn't get, record deal. I just had to be different. And we did not like each other. I swear, we did not. Me and Armando Gracia did not like each other. It was rival. If we became famous, it'd be like Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Okay, I'm saying it would. Biggie and Tupac. I kid you not. Okay, if we became famous, cause we're in our 40s, so we can still become famous. You can still be old, come 40s. We would be enemies to this day. Because we didn't have private in ninth grade, didn't have private in 10th grade, didn't have private in 11th grade. Actually, I congratulate them when they won that competition down there in Guadalupe Plaza. And next thing, that's when in 12th grade, and people started hating on that group because it was a group guys that sucked. It was other people saying that. And but they got big headed right after they started recording at Sugar Hill Studio. They got big headed. I'm not lying. The brother that was back 2000, he was in my Spanish class. He got big headed, and so did Mondo. Mondo Gracia and I, we did not get along, and we were about to fight each other. I know Miss Calderon, that was our Spanish teacher, by sent to the office. We were both 18 years old. We were kicked out, we were get arrested because we turned 18 go to jail. Me and this Latino nigga did not get along, okay? And I was like, I hate on me. And then one time speaking Spanish, and he said, and I know it's Spanish. I know I had my mother had Spanish Creole, right? And I know about her family tree that like that. There's no a few of things, right? I wish I did because I came back and said something harder, okay? But he gonna talk about you're not Hispanic, you're not Spanish. I said, dude, you ain't got English ancestry. I said, my great grandmother, my great grandmother, that's grandma, that's my big daddy's one who dark skin with straight hair. That's his grandmother, who's like a white woman, Grandma Charlotte from New Iberia. Okay, she was English and black, like a white woman. I said, you ain't got English blood in you, so you speaking my language, and he just hushed. Okay, and then since I got Hispanic roots too, right? Did I know that? So did I know my full geology? And still trying to find more about my money. But nah, I said you not. Me and my said we did not get had the same tux, except he had I didn't have a cowboy hat, he did. And I'm not like at the prom in Heights, high Regency downtown. We was looking at each other like we at Al's phone with cowboy tussle. We like, uh, it remind me of Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey in that dress at the war back in 99. Yeah, so me and Mondo Gracia, we did not get, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what you over here hate on me, because I'm a brother, mixed race brother speaking Spanish, but you got a record deal. I'm not lying. He had a studio. Well, thank God he go that studio. When we found out Humo, the Charmo, was out there raping people. Yeah. And I tell people that's why I look at this case about Selena is satanic because I don't think that Yolanda Salazar was alone in this murder. I do look at the father as suspicion, but when Selena was running, and someone pointed out to me, when Selena was running to the Carlos Moraz guy that she met at the hotel, she said they trying to kill me. Then she said Yolanda. So why would she say they? Because they means more than one person. It means somebody was in the room or somebody had conspired to get Yolanda. Because let me say this about Yolanda Salazar, and I'm gonna bring up Sherry Lotus too. Okay, it's very suspicious that back in the 80s, Sherry Lotus did not win, and they did say this because she do look more European. Their skin look like a typical Mexican. She looked more indigenous, and I'm gonna add this too. She got some black blood too. Them big lips, they're curly, okay, and them big behind. I'm not trying to be nasty. That's some black features, some Afro Mexican blood in her, okay. So, but she got to stick to can kind of pass white, okay, and be real with you. She can kind of pass white. So Selena over her, which was wrong, because colorism is reverse colorism, or it's wrong. But he kept making all the awards, and Yolanda Salazar was upset about that because she wanted Sherry Lotus to win. She was a big fan. So she tried to become a president with Sherry Lotus, and her dad said no. So she went to Selena, and Abraham said yeah. So Sherry Lotus also was stalked by a white man in 2018. Now this white man, he do look evil. Okay, old white man, don't you come talking to me. Okay, oh Lord, this white man was going to her shows and saying that him and Shay Lies were dating. First of all, Shay Lies gay. She got married this year, last year, right? She got married to like she remind what's that rapper name? What's that? She remind me of Big Booty Judy, not Big Judy, my neighbor. The Big Booty, what's the name? The grill group for weed and the brat. Okay, they got married. Her and her girlfriend got married. Okay, so Sherry Lot's not into men. Maybe she was into men back in the 90s, and I don't think she'll go with this old weird looking man. This man looks scary. This white man looks scary. He would show up her shows, and she was stalking. This is not the first time. So it's like a death is around Sherry Lots because Ernestine Romero, she died in New Mexico back in 19. Her husband killed her, but she went to go see Sherry Lotus because she looked up to Selena Sherry Lotus. So why is everybody keep getting deleted and stopped in this area? I don't know what it is. Which idea come in because I do believe that's going on, but I do listen, and I'm not trying to bash Chris, okay? Because I do look up to him. If I ever meet him, he's like a Leo brother to me because I'm August Leo of '79, and he's August Leo of '69. Okay, 10 years apart. He left her group to go play for Selena. Then Yolanda Salazar is a big fan of her, and then go to. Do you see that? That's why I like no. It's satanic. This is satanic. Talking about somebody in the music industry, and I do at that little nasty thing they used to run Sugar Hill Studio, trying to hear him out. Okay, when I hear about rumors, I'm not trying to get my skill about Jay Z, not Jay Z, and Pepsi and Beyonce. I'm not going to detail, but y'all forget that UGK and Destiny Child, just like Selena when she was younger, used to go to Sugar Hill Studio. Okay, so we had an Epstein Diddy case here in Houston. Here we go, nasty ass, nasty thing. And I about the case in 90. I was shocked. I used to go there. And, and me and Armando Gracia graduated in 98 together. And how we did not get, I swear, we were cool in ninth grade, we were cool in 10th grade. 12th and 11th grade, I congratulate him when he went to Guadalupe Plaza and won the Honda Battle. And he was saying, Pero no te vayas by Implacable. Don't forget. Okay, I'll forget. It was on Channel 26. Don't forget here in Houston. So when I told him I got to school, I said, congrats. It was on Single Mile. So Single Mile, they had a Single Mile Salvation by River Plaza in the Second Ward. And I said, congratulations, bro. But I didn't know the next school year we're gonna be enemies. And we were enemies. I swear, me, Armando Gracia, and I did not get along in the 12th grade. And him and I were about to get into a fight. And I remember my she said, I got to we went to jail. Me and my we're about to get to a fight. We're about to Woo! Oh I swear. Me and Armando Gracia were about to get in that classroom. One time before school, and Miss Calderon told us, "I'ma send both y'all to the office until y'all leave." So was I'm just gonna call office of security because we had police at security. We want to get arrested. I'm glad our 18-year-old ass did not get arrested. But me and Mondo Gracia alone. But him and his group went to that studio back in '97 after they won that competition, the Tahana band competition, and I was gonna help his rival because my homegirl, uh, her I want to say her name, she Latino too. Her boyfriend, he darker Mexican dude, Mondo light skin Mexican. My homegirl boyfriend is about close caramel, darker Mexican dude, close to my complexion. Okay, so he was cool. He said, "Y'all can't stand them. They beat us in the band. We was at the prom." So I said, "You know what? I need to hook up with y'all. Go ahead and sing with y'all group, so we can go, we can rock against group. I heard it at the prom. I showed it. I think to my home. I said, give me your boyfriend's phone number so we can sing and he can come pick me up and go to a studio and start singing, and we can say we can go ahead and go against it to do another competition. I can join the group and sing against. That's right, sing against. Cause I'm about to link up with that bro, link up with that dark Mexican dude. Yeah, y'all lost to yeah. I said, nah, because I said I can say then the next thing we not friends. They should. He started listening. I said, "Oh hell no!" I said, "It's war now. I'm gonna join this group." See how music and go sing and sing against Mando Rock and Google Glass. That's right, team against them. That's right, join the rival. He said, yeah, they beat us the band, the bands of the band, and Mando Rock group won. Google Glass won. So I never get in Spanish, and the parents. No offense to the parents, because his brother, older brother, the one version 96, he cool. His two younger brothers, Armando and Rafa. I'm gonna say his name, Rafa. I'm gonna say his full name. Rafa got on my nerves. I ain't like because Rafa was annoying. I swear. We was in Spanish class in my third year. He was in my class, and Mondo's brother was annoying. Oh, I swear. He was in 10th grade. I was in 12th. And me, I like, dude, kid, I thought I was, I thought, no, he was annoying. I swear. But anyway, yeah. But me and Mondo, Gracia and I, we about no, I'm sorry, we was not friends. I don't know, and I can tell us he can't be hating on me. These guys, you know what I'm saying? You got a contract, you able to have a studio. You know what I'm saying? I had to fight the world to sing to home. You know what I'm saying? Because I got African people, white people, black people, they like me singing the music. So what you mad at me? You know, you blessed. I understand if I had and no Illuminati, it was Clyde Davis, a Jimmy Iovine contract. Hell to no, a top demonic assholes. But that way it's not demonic, okay? I ain't gonna do no warehouse deal, that other crap, okay? None of that satanic shit. And I signed a contract that's legit and legal and good and all that, and I blow up. Then I can see you hate them. You know what I'm saying? Because I got attention and I'm African descent, multiracial. You know what I'm saying? I identify as multiracial, multiracial background. I identify as mixed back then, 98 too. And you hate on me because I got I hate on South Park Mexican. Yes, I hate on anywhere, but I didn't hate on Fat Joe and Big Pun then. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Just but yeah, me and Mondo, Gracia, we did not get along. I swear, and yeah, I never forget that. Me and him did not get along. When we was in the 12th grade, we were enemies in the 12th grade. I swear, and we about to, we about to get. Remember that early school morning, we in Miss Calderon room, we got to an argument. And she said, both y'all come go to make y'all go to the office and call the security police on y'all. We about to get tough. We were, but I'm not lying. I was scared of my though. I saw yeah, me and Monica tonight, we did not get along. We sure didn't. We did not get along. We did not. I swear. Me and that dude in 12th grade did not get along. But I didn't know why we was enemies. Cause I said, you got a contract. You got one of the battle bands to and back in '97. You go to the studio with Huey Moore. And Huey Moore was already arrested, so somebody was running the studio back then. But anyway, but that's not been said. But anyway, nice talking with y'all, chat with y'all. But yeah, this is ignorance, y'all. Y'all need to do y'all research on the satanic industry. That's why, and also to parents, stop letting your kids be on social media. Okay, We don't want no more kids. And what happened to Celeste? Okay, and you y'all these grown men. I don't know what y'all got with these kids and the grown women too. It's enough adults where you go straight gay by cause adults to mess with. Leave them kids alone. Stop messing with that devil. Devil. See, this is the proof. Devil you. See the man, and I don't know if David is he can sing, but I could not get to some songs of death and cut. That's some Santana shit. But see how he put this he sold his soul to the devil, y'all, and see what happened. The devil trying to get him out of this situation because now he about to lose his fame. You gonna kill? I believe, and I do believe he killed the little girl. Okay, and I do believe if he didn't do it, and y'all come because I know some of the fans he didn't do it, then the manager, why did Josh Mitchell, Josh Marshall, why is the car is not too far from where he lived, and why her body there, and why the little girl kept going to the house? Okay, you rent this house, you let him stay in the house. It's a very nice house, but why in the hell you are going to take the because you're doing Santana work? Now you're trying to break your legs, break my legs because you're a bugaboo. Beyonce song, break my legs, cut the phone off. Y'all know that song? A bugaboo. Give me a song, bugaboo back on this topic 99. Okay. Okay. But why would you break the lease? Because you know you need hot water. The devil love you. See what I'm saying? You don't and why you going with say you doing these sacrifices, the devil not gonna get you out the trouble. Leave that demonic stuff alone. Turn yourself in, admit what you did. It's on camera because I have cameras outside that doggone place. Okay, that nice apartments. I'm like, damn, all that damn money, I would not be doing this shit. Shit. If I was able, 2,000, the rent is $2,000. And it's a nice place. I would not be doing what the hell? Bringing kids there, doing Santana shit? Hell no. I'll be thanking Lord. Thank God Almighty I've had a nice place like that. Y'all some ungrateful ass people. I wish I had a nice house like that and a Tesla. Okay. But you over here sacrificing for the devil, he don't let you win his case. Okay, it ain't worth it. Like Nene say, you never when you dirty. Bye y'all.